This is a video demonstration on how to create a talk on voicerepublic.com. There are two different workflows that you can use to create a new talk. One is for when you have a talk that is going to happen in the future and you're going to have live on the platform where you might have guests and live listeners. For that you would create a new talk. The other one is when you already have made your talk, maybe using some recording device in the real world where you had an interview, or you have a sound file created by any other means. That's a bit like the same workflow that you would use for SoundCloud or for YouTube. You have created a resource and you want it to be archived properly. For that you would use upload talk. Let's do that first, because that's probably more familiar. Like I said, it's a bit like when you create a new talk, a new file on YouTube or SoundCloud. So first of all, let's give it a title. Let's say it was an interview with John Doe, and I happened to be in the vicinity is the teaser, meaning a short description that I'm going to give it. The tag list is used for proper searching, so I'm going to give it interview, and it was a tech interview, so I'm going to give it that tag as well. And now, since I'm going to upload a talk that has happened already, I'm going to give it a proper date. Let's say it was on the 3rd of January, and it happened at 8:30, and it was 45 minutes long. Okay, so now I actually want to upload my file. We support various different media types. We support MP3, M4A, OGG and WAV. So now I'm going to upload a WAV file. You can see nicely that it's uploading and that it's finished now. So the button changed to finished. I can add it to a specific series, let's say Talks on Zen, and I could give it an image, but I'm going to leave that out for now, and I can add a longer description. So let's call it, this was a good interview with John Doe, where he told me lots of good things. Maybe you're going to use something more descriptive than that. By the way, if you're leaving something out, meaning you forget a field that is required on our system, for example, the longer description, and you hit save, you will be brought back to the application and you will be told which fields were not properly filled out, but your file is still uploaded. So it says now here, upload your file. A file has already been uploaded. You cannot do anything wrong. You cannot upload a new file either, because for that you would just have to cancel and try again. We are assuming your file is already nice, but we cannot save it yet because the talk is not yet completely filled out. So let's do that and hit save. And in a minute or so, the system will pick up that there is a talk that has not yet been processed, and now it's starting to process it. You see a nice progress bar, and when it's done, then on reloading the page, you will see our embedded player, so you can listen to the file now. You can use embed and podcast, and every other user can see it as well. So that was one workflow, creating a talk that has been recorded somewhere else, not on voicerepublic.com. Let's create a new talk that is going to happen in the future. I can either do that using create talk as a nice handy shortcut, or I can use the button on my profile page. Let's do that. You see the form is pretty much the same. Actually, for the time being, it is exactly the same. It's going to change in the near future though. And I'm going to have another interview, because it was so nice the first time. And still I'm going to use the same tags, but this time I'm going to schedule my interview in the future. It's going to happen on the 15th, and it's going to be at 14 o'clock. And I want it to be 60 minutes long. The record button means that the talk is not only going to be live on Voice Republic, but you're also recording it. So later in the archive, you will see the same web player. You can download the talk as a podcast, or you can embed the player to any other website, just the same as on YouTube or SoundCloud. I can add it again to a series, so let's put it on the same series. I could even add John Doe as a guest list. So for the moment we don't have a user John Doe. Let's use Senior Hoffman. Again, I could use a nice picture maybe. Let's find something nice right now. Yeah, that looks good. So let's use that. There it is. And let's say this is a follow-up. Okay, and let's save the talk. Okay, so now I'm immediately in a so-called pre-talk. This talk is going live right now, but only for me and John Doe, meaning I could have a pre-interview anytime before the talk actually goes live. The talk actually goes live for the general population on the 15th January on 2 p.m. But I, of course, want to have a small talk with John Doe beforehand, so we can check up on what I'm going to ask him, whether he's comfortable with it, and also do some technical checking whether he arrived properly. So that's why I myself, as the host, will always see this as a live talk. So first of all, the application asks me to be able to use my microphone, and of course I'm going because I want to actually talk on the platform. I could use a different microphone. I can also see when I talk that there's actually something coming in. I could add to the gain, and that's about it. So then I close, and now I can actually see you are on a private pre-stream. Yeah? Only the host and guest invited can hear each other, so that's nice. And the actual talk is not going to happen for a couple more hours, actually days. And I can see that my stream rate is nice. If it's anywhere below, above 20 kilobytes per second, you're good. We are also nicely indicating that with a color. So you can see you're streaming just fine. Everything is green. And if there would be Senior Hoffman right now, he would also hear you already. So that's how you do a talk that's going to happen in the future. When that time comes, you will see that the talk goes live all by itself, meaning the countdown here ends and a nice new progress bar would arrive and everyone on that page would be able to listen to you. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. If you have any questions, drop us a line at service@voicerepublic.com. Good luck and take care.